Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. On today's episode, we got to dive into the comments made by KC Johnson that Nikola Vucevic could be on his way out, potentially be on his way out. But y'all know y'all got to eat his music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby. I'm holding it down for another episode for me and C-Dub. I know I got the Bears hat on, but that's because I'm in draft mode, damn it. So it is what it is. But look, y'all, today we got to talk about some comments made by KC Johnson during the Bulls Talk podcast. You know what I'm saying? To where he was talking about, you know, the current state of the Chicago Bulls. And the current state of the Chicago Bulls, to keep it in short, we stink. That's what it really is. We stink right now and we need some changes. But it's reported, according to some comments made by KC Johnson, Nikola Vucevic could be on his way out. Now, he said he hasn't heard any packages, you know, being offered or potentially accepted or declined. But he said the reason that he think that Vooch might be the odd man out is because there are no serious extension talks, or they did not entertain any extension talks this offseason. And the reason behind that is because the Chicago Bulls in the front office wanted to keep their options open. And his other reason was that he sees Vooch possibly being on his way out is that they could have re-signed him by now. You know what I'm saying? He alluded to what the Pacers just did with Miles Turner, I think about a few days ago. So, you know, it is what it is. Now, I would say this, you know, just to keep it as short. The Bulls have to make changes, but I think it shouldn't be with Nikola Vucevic. The first change will be with Billy Donovan, but we already know they gave him an extension under the table, so he gonna be here. The next change that I believe, or the actual change that needs to happen, in my personal opinion, will be to move DeMar DeRozan. The reason is because I believe that Vooch will be a better fit for the Bulls to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Vooch, in my opinion, is a better fit. He's a willing passer. You know that you can give him to the post and he will pass out of that a lot of the times. And then in most times, he will take advantage to the guy that's in the post because he has a nice bag and with his post game. You know what I'm saying? And going on with this post game, Nikola Vucevic on most nights can be, you know, a matchup that you could take advantage of against other teams. You know what I'm saying? So in that particular moment, in those particular moments of the game to where a bucket is needed in the post, Vooch is there, but the Bulls player's not finding him. And one of the players that's not finding him, that controls most of the ball, who's in control of the ball most of the fourth quarter, is who? DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I know people are going to be like, well, his defense is this, that, and the third. Yes, but it has been shown that if you get Vooch involved early, if you keep him engaged, he'll be more better defensively. You know what I'm saying? And last year, he was getting killed. Don't get me wrong. But this year, he has been consistent. He's been consistently good on defense, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is it top notch, top tier? No, but it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying? To where you're not going to go in and just kill him the entire game. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, okay, Vooch, you missed that here in the third. But then on most nights, the guy's moving his feet. He's trying. He's actually trying. You know what I'm saying? And this is a guy that can actually space the floor. So Vooch will continue to be somebody that you can have on the floor and space things out with him. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to be a guy that hogs the ball. He's going to be a team player. He's going to be a guy that's sitting there that makes things happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is, if the Bulls do trade him, what are you getting back in return? You know what I mean? What are you getting back in return? Because if you're getting a guy back, yes, if you get a guy back that's a defensive stopper but can't put up points, wouldn't the same problem still persist if you kept DeMar DeRozan? Because now you really got two guys clogging the paint. With that, whoever that big may be, that's a defensive stopper, but no offensive game. And then DeMar DeRozan, whose game is solely predicated on being in the mid-range. So that'll be a bit. That's the bigger question for me. You know what I'm saying? And with moving DeMar DeRozan, that will allow P. Will to slide to the 3. Then you find a field for the 4. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's whoever you trade for or, DJJ. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't kill me. We do know what the team looked like those 3 games, you know what I'm saying, without DeMar DeRozan. But correct me if I'm wrong, the Chicago Bulls did face the Golden State Warriors without DeMar DeRozan, and they looked pretty damn good. And that was their 3rd game, you know what I'm saying, before DeMar DeRozan came back. So we know there are some potentials. And I've been somebody on this show, along with C-Dub, who has said that you would never see Patrick Williams reach his fullest potential with DeMar DeRozan out there because P. Will is not getting that many calls, those many plays called for him. And then on the flip side, we don't know what he'll do with a increased volume of shots. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot to think about because me personally, that's just what I'm going to roll with at the end of the day. Nikola Vucevic potentially could be on his way out. I know that the Bulls need to make some moves. You know what I'm saying? But what about other guys? Is Caruso really that untouchable to where you raise the price so high to where a lot of people are not agreeing with what's on the table? What about Kobe White? Now, I'm not saying go ahead and get rid of all your young talent, but at the end of the day, something needs to be changed. Because I would elect to go with the coach, but the coach ain't going nowhere. That's the reality. The coach ain't going nowhere, bro. The coach is not going anywhere. And if Vooch, you know what I'm saying, is shipped out the door, it will suck. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I am somebody who said that I would not give him a contract extension. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what are you bringing in that's better? Will be my rhetoric to my own, you dig. And then I know you got to consider the money that this guy will bring in. You got to consider a lot of things, but that's why these decisions are not made for a podcaster like me. These are decisions made for the front office who I expect to make good moves. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's a lot of things, to pick through. And you can go with this situation of getting rid of Vooch and keeping DeMar, or going with getting rid of DeMar and keeping Vooch. It's a lot of different ways that they can go, or they can get rid of both of them. You don't know. I do know DeMar is locked up for a few more years. I do know that Vooch is on an expiring contract. Somebody, maybe a contender, can use him for a season to see if they can push, for, a conference finals appearance or a finals appearance. It's a lot of ways that you can go with it. No answer. Some answers are blatantly dumb. I don't believe that all of them are dumb, but there's a very slight few of trade proposals and things that the Bulls need to do that are just blatantly dumb. But then there are some that actually make sense. I believe my way of thinking and other ways of thinking that I've heard from other people, it kind of makes sense because there's many scenarios. Do you let Vooch go, get something in return, and let DeMar and Zach just operate? Do you let DeMar go, get something in return, let Zach, Vooch, P. Will, work out? I don't know. Or do you trade both? But at the end of the day, hey, I ain't got much confidence in it. I'll be calling for Billy Donovan, but we stuck right here. That's just what it is. But hey, at the end of the day, we just got to go ahead and deal with it. Will Nikola Vucevic be on his way out? We don't know. That's to be determined. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box. And if you're joining us, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to be a part of the voicemail bag episodes to where we play your voicemail and react to it, send us a voicemail at 773-242-9219. It's another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. I'm Bobby, and I'm out there. Catch y'all on the next one.
Cognac.